Saint Cedd, remembered 26th of October. The eldest of 4 brothers who became priests, Cedd was a Northumbrian follower of St. Aidan. Raised in the Celtic Christian tradition, he was a scholar and priest. King Oswu of Northumbria sent Cedd to convert Mercia when their king promised to convert to Christianity as part of a diplomatic treaty. Meeting with only minor success, it would be his brother Cedd who established the first lasting Christian presence in Mercia over a decade later. Having been made a bishop, Cedd was sent to the East Saxons. He is usually listed as a bishop of London, although he would probably not have thought of himself as such. Unafraid of authority, Cedd criticised a lord or thane who had married unlawfully and eventually excommunicated him, barring Christians from accepting this man's hospitality. When the king continued to visit this lord, Cedd came to denounce them both publicly. He prophesied that the king of the East Saxons, King Sigbert the Good, would die in that house. Relations soured somewhat after this. Sigbert did die, and in that home, and was succeeded by Swithelm of Essex, his heir and murderer, who killed Sigbert for being too friendly to Christians. Swithelm later converted to Christianity himself. Among his many monastic foundations, Cedd created the monastery at Lastingham, spending 40 days in prayer and fasting to prepare the land. Political concerns meant that he had to leave the site after only 30 days of fasting, but his brother stepped in to complete the time of prayer over the foundations. Cedd was a leading figure during the Synod of Whitby, called to debate the future of the Church in Northumbria and decide between the Irish Celtic model of Christianity, built around monasteries and their lunar calendar, and the European Roman Christianity, built around dioceses and the Western Church calendar. During the council, when members of the Celtic and Roman churches met to try and reconcile their disputes, one of the major problems was that so many members of the Synod could not understand each other, with Old Irish, Old Welsh, Old English, Saxon and Latin being spoken by many delegates. Cedd acted as an interpreter, being trusted by both parties. Now elderly, Cedd tried to intercede for peace and unity within the Christian Church in the British kingdoms. When the Synod was decided for the Roman calendar, Cedd returned to the East Saxons and adapted himself to this new form of Christian practice. He died on the 26th of October at his monastery in Lastingham, having worked as a missionary, diplomat and peace broker in the name of the Universal Church, which he sought to establish in these islands. St. Cedd is remembered on the 26th of October.